On a day-to-day the shit changed, but you know for the most part nothing indifferent. Sometimes be stuck in my ways, weekend fucked up in somebody's kitchen, sticking my hand, I'm chilling with the troops and my few cans down, so I walk like Winston. Trust me, I wake up hanging, you hang that I'm leaving this bed, you're kidding, I'm sitting on back in the pad, get deep fried and I smoke some packs of the grass, put the feet up, kick back and relaxing at best, no I'm sitting on Reilly's gas.
Stay whatever you feel like, man. How do you keep an eye out?
But if I see like an 8 or something, I'll go mental.
How annoying would that be,
That
bro?
would freak me out, mate. I think it was a gang symbol.
Getting a fucking 9 count for the back of the cam.
9 count seems like I would probably finish up in about 6. I'd be like, right, that's not what I mean. Like I'd be wanting to cut it shorter.
No more.
Aye, like I would underestimate what 9 is. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go with it knowing the time, mate. I couldn't go with having exact measurements of time.
I was saying this to Megan the other day. I was like, how? So say they were like that, right? Fucking Starmer comes on that telly, right?
That bastard.
That pussy. Starmer comes on the telly. You're eating your dinner, and he says, "Look, we're doing away with all the days and that.
Aye.
No days, fucking no months, none of that, right? How long do you, like, when you looked at your phone, you couldn't get it and that, you try and Google it was blocked. But North Korea, they were like, nah.
You're not
They like put blockers, you had to get that VPN and that, but even that, they were like, nah, we're
train stations and that, like
no, like no days, no dates. How quickly do you think you would lose what the actual date was? Do you know what I mean?
mate, genuinely, like, see if I had to go by like sunrises and sundowns and that, I'd be like 3 days maybe.
3 days.
I'd be like, I've not got a clue what's going on. I don't think, because I think if you give this proper reflection, I think it's like near enough impossible. See, with it, unless I could mark the days like a jailman, like a man in jail,
Tally mark it on the wall,
mate, in the bedroom and that.
Aye.
If I could do that,
That'd be nice.
I'd get a good year out of it maybe, but I'd fucking get up with that and all.
I might start the tally marks even the new, like with the date, like when I know the dates.
We could like do this. We could run this experiment, like self-inflict it. Know what I mean? Like, see anywhere that you would usually look at the time, your motor, the oven, your phone, that just like tape it.
Cover it. It's like that mouth tape. Now people get that for sleeping.
I've got it, mate.
Do you?
I've got it. Aye.
You a honker during the night?
Mate, I get told it makes your fucking neck fat better. I was like, need that shit, man.
TikTok shop will get you like
Mate,
that.
I know. I've also in the past bought like big rubber balls that you chew on, no? Like to get your jaw better.
Your dog, bro.
I get that. Mate, I've got chew toys.
Mate, it's like a bone, mate, but you can chew it and it makes a squeaky noise and that. It's class, bro. You need to try it.
Mate, see when I see Daniel the Spaniel, mate. See Daniel Kelly. Danny Kelly.
I've just realised that's probably why his name.
Daniel Spaniel. Daniel Kelly is the best boy in the world, mate. He's just the most fun me dude. And see when I see him, and he'll just be sitting getting torn into something. But he doesn't go rip right through things. He'll have like, I bought him something in Florida. I bought him like a Mickey Mouse thing for Disneyland, and it's still intact, but he's at it every day. I just likes having things. He's like me. No, by the way, I've given up on the chewing plastic. Have you noticed? When was the last time you seen me munching a bit of plastic?
When did you make that decision in your life? Because you used to, we'd be sitting here, brother, and I'd see like the lid of a Volvic, straw Volve, mate. I'd just see it told to smithereens.
Exactly. And there's been a few like reasons why this has happened. One is the woke mind virus. The woke mind virus has done it to me because bottle lids are just not what they used to be these days, mate. They are, mate.
Take me back, man.
Mate, take me back to the days. I don't even know if you're old enough to remember this, right? Take me back to the days and you get a 750ml bottle of Volvic and it would have this mad, hard, see-through, dead green lid. Do you remember that? A flip thing that you can squish in your mouth, similar to the Evian that they've recently just got rid of.
Uh-huh.
Have you noticed the change in Evian bottles?
I'm an avid Evian drinker as well.
So they used to have the lid that you pop up and then you can squish in that.
Aye. Like a Lucozade.
Exactly, with the wee rubber bit.
Aye.
That's not what they have anymore. It's just a shitty old lid, mate. and it's indistinguishable for like Pure Life and that. Know how like all them had like Costco water, Kirkland and that. It's just like I'm had Kirkland bottle now.
What are they doing, mate?
And I was like, I used to buy bottles based on their chewability.
Like I just eyeing up lids. Like, fucking got a right good chew. That. So are you telling me that was a right good chew for you?
That was a great chew, and I'm deprived of it now.
You are a big dog, man. You're actually a big dog.
Mate, there's no, like, see Daniel the Spaniel, as I was talking about earlier on, me and him are like very similar people. Or beings. We're very similar in a lot of ways, and that is one of them, just loving fucking chewing
just
away at
having
something.
things, mate.
But so see if I'm not gonna lie to you here. See if I see a bottle of Evian with the OG lid. This is my version of like Iron Brew changing its recipe and that.
Aye.
Nobody gives a fuck.
How much would you pay for one bottle of it just to get that chew back?
$250. $275. Say there was like two bottles of Evian, the exact same liquid inside them, the exact same size, and that one's £1 and one's $3.75. I might get the $3.75 one
just for that chew.
Just for the chew. But I have so that was one of the factors. The other factor is I could literally feel like microplastics, like not even microplastics, macroplastics.
Aye, full on 100% plastic.
Big plastics, mate, going down my throat all the time. And I was like, this is like pure, like, I don't know, like people are scared of having microplastics in their beef and that.
Aye.
I'm just munching it.
The machine plastic in my work, and like the steam comes out the tap of the machine, that you're like, this is just, I'm just absorbing all this.
What do you mean? What, like a machine like makes plastic?
So they'll put like a meter length of like nylon or like acetal
right
plastic into a machine, and they'll make it into something.
Oof.
They program it and it'll cut right there and put a groove in, 3 grooves here, cut a hole in it, and it comes out like
a little wee bit.
Aye, but obviously as that's machining it, all the fumes and all that and on the machine just pump it in there. But you're following like
I'm one shot.
Is that a takeaway shop my work for you, man?
Oh, mate, I'd get right.
What's that, man?
Mate, see the wee flakes that off the side, like, oh, the wee cuttings and that, I'd be writing about them, but no anymore because I just stopped doing it one day and I've no looked back.
Wait, was it like a conscious thing? Like you were like, this is pure ruining my life?
No, I was just like, what? Like, why am I being a big dog? Like I can't.
Why am I actually doing this?
I also like I'm not went cold turkey. Like if I've got a pen lid, I might get a wee.
Aye.
Like just a wee. Do you know what I mean?
Something.
Just a wee bit of nick at it.
Just like limiting yourself to a coop with the weekends.
I got a wee fiver on
I
it.
was a fiver, Foxy.
Because that was another thing in the work. I had about 50 pens off Amazon. I was like, get all my pens in. Had them all sitting in a wee thing, and then I noticed one day there was like. So see on like a normal Bic Point, your standard British Bic Point pen,
Aye.
the lid will have like a wee black, like a little thing for like putting in your tap pocket and that.
That's a nice move, mate. That is a move. Pen in the pocket, bro.
A cuttle.
Hold on.
A cuttle. Mate, having a cup full of pens in your pocket.
You're looking for a pen over there, guy. Look here, I've got my shirt on.
My good pen shirt.
Aye.
Mate, how baller is it just having a pen on you? But
Aye.
like, especially in work and that, see if you got a marker and they're like, there you go. There's a marker pen, I'm just pulled out.
I always have a pen on me. I'm that guy and whatnot. Mate, I went to drop something off for my work and it's like a delivery note. They had to sign for it, the other guy. And I went in. And I was like, there you go, mate. You had to just sign that delivery note. And he was like, you know, got a pen? And I was like, no, mate, I forgot to lift it. And he was like, delivery man without a pen.
Oh.
And it just actually bummed me. I'm like, see, anytime I go to him, I'm like, mate, sure, I've got a pen. Mate, a delivery man without a pen, what good is that?
That's a fisher with his rod, mate. That's what that is. You'll not bring the bacon home with that.
No, mate, that's fucking half a job, mate.
Aye, the half of the job was delivering the item. The other half's making sure it was
Need documentation,
signed,
James.
sealed and delivered, mate.
Aye.
Which we've also spoke about. I don't like, so I've got, see in my work, I've got like an electronic signature that I put on like everything. And it's like, so I'll put that on, no even like exaggerating, say 100 things a day. I'll have my wee thing. But
Sign off.
it's just it's a thing I just typed into Google, like signature maker.
That is fucking a cowardly move, mate. What are you all about, man?
Mate,
Where's your fucking artistic freedom here, mate?
Everyone else's is like written and then scanned in and then copied onto everything, but mine's is just like literally like a mad robot handwriting Jamie Kelly.
People must get that other end, but who's this fucking joker?
That's what I think, I know. And I've been like, can I change it? Because I send the same thing to the same people every day. Like they say 100 things go to the same, say 50 people. And then if one day it's just like, I'm sticking to it is what I mean. I've done it in the first day and I'm no gone back. Like I've thought about being like, I've written it out. I've done the exact same thing, scanned in and all that. And then went to go and start doing it. I'm like, I changed now, man.
It's like, I don't know. Because like, it's a bigger deal now if you change it. Like what if you get an email back pure, we change your signature, Jamie,
man,
eh?
that would destroy
I
me,
would
mate.
feel so embarrassed at that. I would actually die at that.
Because it would be like, like an acknowledgement.
I like you've been pure thinking about that.
And also like just that was a pure like because I've had a laugh with the boys in my work that are like, what is that signature about my Comic Sans thing? Which, by the way, how funny is this? I don't know if I told you this, but I got an email for somebody that was in Comic Sans, and I screenshotted it and sent it to Joseph because obviously Joe pure like hates that kind of stuff. And he just replied, stupid animal. Like calling something a stupid animal for using Comic Sans.
It is.
Which is running wild here in Florida, I know. The Sheriff County Motors. Oh, Comic Sans.
It's an old title, mate. You're talking top 5 fonts, mate. Comic Sans.
Wait, where are you going first? Which are number 1?
Times New Roman.
Times New Roman's a strong one, mate. That's a professional.
You shake your head at would you?
You know, like,
Would you like?
You know, having it? Helvetica's a brief.
Man, Gaff.
That's my number 1.
Helvetica.
Calibri. That's another one. That's
Calibri. Oh, brother. It's got a bit of fucking fajita seasoning on
you've
it.
got head and you've got Calibra body. You've got the lot.
Oh,
Mate.
brother,
What more
bro.
could you need? Helvetica, that was my shout. That is a good unit.
That's a good font. I'm joshing, mate. That is a good one.
A good professional font. But I'd say underlay free might be Comic Sans, mate.
Comic Sans is timeless, mate.
We could bring it back, I think.
Comic Sans will rule forever, mate.
But do you know, I think like whenever I see Comic Sans, I just think amateur, man. Like, when did we use that a lot? Was that like
No, we used it in like
people in that?
MSN, but big Comic Sans.
Big Comic Sans guy in MSN,
How,
I was.
mate, how like much did you respect people when they had a pure class name on
Aye,
MSN?
see when cunts knew how to make their name tiny and like mad backwards letters and that, like a backward.
Fuck, man.
Backwards E's for me on the Jamie Kelly, mate. The E's went backwards on that. I'm like,
back.
a bit baller, not. I mean,
I'm just a bit different. I just see the box, mate. I'm excited.
I'm out there thinking about shit.
I fling it backwards, mate. You think when somebody added you in that and they had a pure my gradient name and
Aye. Gradient names were sick. And I think I ended up like towards the end of MSN's life, I mastered the mad like I think you did like an arrow thing that way and then like I/something to make things italic and that and how the mad shortcuts for stuff. I think I was like getting decent with him.
Mate, that was like coding, mate. That was like the first coding. Even though it was coding in the very computer, like, but that's modern day coding.
That was like an introduction to coding for the
People were
Waynes.
telling me, I used to make things bold and italic, but that's a trade, mate.
It is a trade.
That's a fucking trade.
Do you know
dude.
what, mate? People see like Excel shortcuts and that. Mad geeks that have Excel shortcuts, mate. They rule the world. See in like an office space, MD that knows like just press shift and it's
Is that
like
the line?
oh that's the big dog, man. So you need to go, you get pulled out of fucking files with that, did mate. That is
hit me 5 shift.
you sit looking like this pure wizardry, man.
Aye.
I've been showed things like 20 times on like the computer and I couldn't reenact them.
You've either got it or you've not got it.
I'm just like, I get him back in to do that. That might be more big dog, to be fair.
I think the biggest dog thing's fucking munching, lads, mate. That's the big, mate. I think you need to get back on that.
Do you think so?
I think you had like bigger muscle in that.
I had a historic like.
Mate, you think mouth tape's going to sort the jawline, mate? What about munching a lid a day?
That's what I've also been thinking about. My teeth might take a hurting, mate. Because like I've always put my teeth being straight down to the fact that I munch things. Like see the fact that I like seeing now my teeth are straight. Mm-hmm. I thought it was because I was constantly biting shit.
So they were like keeping up like a retainer,
Like
like it was
a-
like keeping it in place.
But it also could be like whittling away. Like, do you ever see people who have got mad toty teeth? Yeah, Bulgans, like pure toty teeth.
Oh,
Like pure and that archway.
aye, man.
That's a pure
That's a
Bulgan. Like
badging.
hunters of gum in that.
All gum.
That might be worse than the double Kuzlik, mate.
The
Mate,
double coos like mate is legendary.
double Kuzlik, major gummage, toty teeth. You're a monster, mate.
Oh, Comic Sans ass.
Comic Sans a human.
Mate, I genuinely 100% thought when I came into this studio space, I came in alone, and I thought you were going to spook me, mate.
Oh no,
I was waiting to be spooked by this man.
I don't fuck about with any of
But it's
that.
the season for all that
I
shit.
know, mate.
Scaring
It is
people.
getting spooky,
Woo!
mate. I was like,
know that, mate?
I hate it, mate.
You hate scary stuff?
I don't like. I wouldn't wish I got a fright on them day, mate. Getting frightened's annoying,
Mate,
mate.
a good fright is class.
You like a fright?
I don't like getting one, but
Would you dish a
I'll dish
fright?
one out, mate. The funniest thing ever is like waiting to give somebody a fright at like a supermarket and like it's no name that walks on, so you give a stranger a fright. That is like an invitation for a fight.
But it's also it's like a double fright.
Like
when
then you get the fright. Aye.
Oh, I just remembered something, man. I done like see when I was a wee guy, I done this to my like I was trying to scare my sister in an airport or something, and it was like the plane was delayed or whatever for hours and hours, so we were just like messing about, having
Mucking
like,
around.
horseplay, mate. No, I
Aye.
mean general horseplay, and I'm sure I remember a guy screaming at me because I gave him a fright when I meant it to be my sister, like bouncing the corner. I was like, and the guy was like, "What are you doing?" And all that stuff. Pure shouting at me, mate, straight away. I was pure like that, no, pure back.
That's a wild take for a guy. That's a psychopath, mate.
What, just gone off on, but mate, guys at the airport and he's getting frights.
Aye.
You shouldn't be waiting. Like an airport's not the place to be getting frights.
Stressful enough, mate.
As a solo traveller. You gremlin bouncing, so you're like, nah.
Mate, see, even see you're talking about solo travels, I think they're like the least stressed people. We were in your eyes got a month ago, almost a year, mate. 30 guys a trip.
It's now the annual, like the anniversary.
But see, flying solo and that, I remember like cutting through. It was like a pure early morning flight, and I was cutting through security, and I was like looking at the families, pure. You know what I mean? I was pure. Fuck that.
It's some life.
Even no being with like anybody, mate,
Aye.
you're just like, I'll just go here,
Aye.
and there's going to be no pure. No one will go there.
Aye.
It's just a total like. That was the class thing about going on holiday. Like, see, I was there myself for like 3-4 days.
Aye.
Which after 4 days you start feeling like fucking a bit.
Aye, like the red carpet was laid out for me.
Because I'm so antisocial in terms of like me cutting about myself. I just feel like, see when I was in Lanzarote, like I would go out before you go out there. I would go out and I'd fucking go to the wee cafe, and then I'd go a wee walk, and then I'd go in shops, and I'd go and get a lunch and sit with a beer and that. But see, when it came to at night, like the first time I went out, I was like, going to ask for a table for one, man. Just going to just 1, 2, 3, just say it. We are the Millers. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Table for one, please, right? And I went out and I'd done it, and I was like, that felt sad as fuck. And I'm purely seeing all these families sitting together, and I was like, wait, they can't cares. And I was just sitting eating that. And then,
Do you know how many dads are looking at you going, "That's class"? Well,
I
wish I was doing that.
fucking is. Boys having a dream.
Got these free range and half fucking shouting balls.
Imagine like a
Sitting
guy,
there munching muscles like he's done.
a guy gets steaming in a pub and just come up to you. But wait, what's your secret, man? How did you do all this?
What's the story?
Good for you, man. But I remember when I went out, but then at night, I would go and have a couple of beers and that, but I was like, I couldn't even fathom the thought of me being out myself, pure getting wrecked and pure bouncing up to a table, pure. All right, guys. See, like that feeling of like being a mad guy yourself and be like, all right, mate.
Oh
Like
my
trying to
God,
catch
I
a
know.
mad code, because you have like seen people do it before. Like
Aye.
I was myself and I seen a guy do it to somebody else in a restaurant I was in. Mind the place we got the perfect bite, the prawn.
Yes.
What was it? The prawn,
Bread, calamari,
calamari,
oil.
like garlic oil.
the lot, mate.
Oh, mate, the perfect bite. Take me back, man. Take me back to the fucking Volvic lid days. No, but when I was in the bars and that, like, see, when I was there, right, I heard a guy pure, oh, the weather's much better today, isn't it? And I was like, these are these mad. He was sitting in his cell and he turns into like two women sitting.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, weather's much better today, isn't it? And I'm like, these are these mad devious lines that like, now I've got you. And like they don't leave you alone in that. So the thought of me being that person, I was like, I'll just go fucking on my own, fucking chill and just sit in the balcony and that. I couldn't. That takes a mad, I don't have that in me.
There's a mad, it's a weird, like, do you know how you always, like, that's always the pure part of, like, or go and travel and, like, meet people and that. And it's like, imagine, no even try to be a mad dick or whatever, right? But imagine you're sitting at the tune, having a booze with your pals, and a mad South African dude comes up and he's like, oh, you're right there, lads. No, and you'd be like, aye,
that
mate.
might be class, to be fair.
I think 9 times out of 10 I'm going, aye, and looking away.
See, in these interactions, there's a time limit. Like, there's like, see if he comes up and he's like, how, I'm just in Glasgow, where should I go? And then he hangs about for like 10, 15 minutes.
Aye,
and then he's like,
15's
15, you're starting to panic and sweat. You're like, pure get like texting your bird and that. Pure, I'm going to tell him just to fuck off. 5 minutes I'd tell him to fuck off. Then you're like, aye, how long you in Glasgow for, mate?
You feel nice as hell. But then it's like, because there's obviously a certain type of people around the world over that accepts these people, because you always hear, like, give you an example, mate. Do you remember one fateful day I was walking up in Inverness and I picked up 2 hitchhikers driving back? Mm-hmm. They were going to, like, Dumbarton, and I was like, I've trapped Gaff and Clydebank or something. Like, I ended up driving these people, and it was like the guy was Russian and the woman was Ukrainian, and it was
what the fuck? What you been up to? What did you say to him? Because they started arguing right after that.
No, this was the heat of battle. This was as soon as it kicked off, 2021 or something, and it was like, I was saying to them, I was like, oh, it was a pure Romeo and Juliet story, mate.
What?
It was like quite class, mate. Like,
it was like a Russian man
and a Ukrainian woman,
and they were in love. Would you say?
Aye, they were.
Would you say it was love?
They were madly in love. There's no qualms about it, mate. And they'd already been to, like, they went to Belarus, to blah, 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 to Scotland, and then they were going down to England, and then they were flying away to, like, Panama or something. Like, they were just, they were, like, bagpacking, mate. They were, like, all that shit going on there.
Fuck all that, man. Honestly, bombs and that, mate. Nuts.
Fuck that.
I'm thinking Panama, beach in that.
I mean, that's what they were up to, but I ended up talking away to them and that. I ended up getting the guy's Insta. And he was like, I travel and I'll get a post things for where I go and that. Like, you could, like, keep up with your journey and that. It's like, defo, mate. But then the more the post went on, the more I was like, this guy's no even, like, I'm not trying to say he's a weirdo, right? But it would be like, give you an example, one of the pictures, posing, like, naked under a waterfall in, like, fucking Patagonia or something. And it was like, oh, arty and all that, with, like, flowers covering his bob and that. And it's like, and then it would be like a post about the place, and it would be like, they done one about Scotland or whatever, all this stuff, and it was like, met all these people thanks to hundreds of people. Obviously, I didn't get a shout.
What, man?
Fuming, mate. Fuming about that.
How long were they in your vehicle for?
But Inverness to fucking Dumbarton, like, the Inverness to the boat my Loch Lomond, like, they go out and just went to camp. They were like, there's a big bit of grass there, just let us out of this train station. They just bounced there to set the tents up, and then they were staying and then getting like hitchhiking off of some other mad idiot down to London. But
two freaks.
Aye, but then, like, their post would be like, thanks to this person for like we met this person in a bar and stayed with them for 2 nights and all that. Like, there's obviously people out there that are pure, like,
up for like
pure meeting mad, like, exotic people and all that.
Right, come to me.
Bounce back to meeting that. But, like, I don't know if that's, like, is that common, do you think? Like, do you think if you were, maybe no, you lived in Vietnam, so that's obviously a bit different, but, like, now these people, like, go to, like, Barcelona to study and then they end up meeting, like, hundreds of, like, I've got a pal who's stayed in China and Palestine and somewhere else for, like, prolonged periods of time, and he's got pals for all these places. It's still, like, he's like, oh, he's coming there for China and all that. It's like mad Australian guys.
I think when you're away somewhere, if you're living there, you're going to be constantly in situations where you're got, like, work. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be around. There's got to be a chance for you to naturally become pals with somebody.
Aye.
So that is common. But when there's people like that are like somewhere for a couple of days and that, and they're like, "Move back to mine, mate." Like without building an actual relationship, like you met them for an hour and they're like, "We've nowhere to sleep tonight," and you're like, "Mate, come up, my Gaff." You're like,
up.
obviously no.
But they obviously exist. Like you always hear these stories, and it's like, oh, travel, like solo. Not like I've only been away a couple of times solo. And it's always like for a day before anybody else turns up to just cut about. Like if I'm ever going to be with my pals or stags, I'll sometimes be like, I'll get his earlier. I mean, I'll bounce there a day or two before just to cut about the city or whatever. But then I'm very like no antisocial, but I'm very like tunes on, headphones in.
I'm no like thinking pure gonna make some good mates tonight. Like you're like mate, I've been like that all my life, but I've been like, see when I go on holiday and that, my mum and dad would be like that. You're going to the Mad Kids Club, right? We're going to fucking chill and that, and I'd be like, I don't fucking know them. I've known yous for ages. Why would I want to hang about with them? I'll just kick about with yous. Like, you're no understanding that they're like, we can't be arsed with him. You know what I mean? Like, get him away so we can chill.
I was always very sociable. On like, see, even like when I moved to Australia, I ended up meeting hundreds of pals and that, and hanging about with them. So I kind of like that. I don't know. Like I on holiday and that when I was a wee guy, I would be like that. But I just think there's something about like solo traveling, getting ready, going out to a boozer, and like. Try chat up, not like
I just become like pals with somebody for a night and that. It is, I just don't have that in me, mate. I used to like know where I'd meet good pals, but mate, on holiday, so they'd try to send me the Mad Pansy Kids Club. I'm like, fuck off, I'm king about the pool throwing the ball at my dad. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. And then, but see if I ever got sent to the Mad Football Camp thing, I've met some bros for life.
Doing the fives,
mate. I've been doing it, mate.
Doing the roasting hot turf.
It'd be like, say it was like a hot, like now you get the like holiday village things, and it was like they'd be like, oh, the food. Hello guys, you want to play the footy at 9 o'clock tonight?
So I was like, devil.
What, me and like, other guys playing football.
And we all be playing football. Like I mind I went to like I went to Portugal and it was like a mad like Thomas Cook holiday village. Like the same thing. It's like you feel don't leave this thing. Like
it's like a compound.
Mate, it's the compound. You don't leave it. There's like a wee hut that makes crepes there if you want a crepe. And that like there was mad weird wee like ice cream bits and all that. Like so you was like you didn't need to leave this place and. They done that and it was always like pure early in the morning. Like every day I think at like 10 in the morning there was the game of fives or sevens or whatever. And I was always like yes, but I was like I don't know what age, say I was 12. I was 12 because it was the first time I ever got steaming and I get fucking like huckled up to the room off my dad or that. I was 12 mate and Portugal, I remember that was a hardcore shift. But I was again met all these pals. I get served the booze and all that. Now in Portugal it's like 16. I get served the booze for all the trips, mate.
That height coming in handy, bro.
2 bottles of vodka and that. Just get wrecked. But, sorry, just about the fives. I played football with Rab Douglas, mate.
What?
Rab Douglas was there.
Was he in goals?
No. Outfield, mate. Baller.
Was it?
Baller, mate. Gen up. It was like one of the times I realised, like, football players are different, know what I mean? This 40-year-old keeper was like megging people in that and just like, know what I mean? Just a pure level above everybody.
That's nuts, Big Rab.
Oh, Big Rab, he's an actual player. But the thing I pure loved about that one was, I think you know what I mean? Like, I was like 12 or whatever, and it was like, I got to play with the adults. Like, rather than the...
Like, you got promoted?
I was like, I was like, in between, like, I was just like the Waynes would play and it would be like people a few years younger than me and I'd be like I'll turn up to the adult one, see if I can get a shot at that, and I would get that, and mates would just be me and mad like 30-year-old guys and that, but it was always a good game, mate. Always a good game doing the Portugal Thomas Cook holiday
Big
village.
Rab the captain, mate. Mate I remember on holiday like on a cruise ship, right? My sister stayed out till about I don't know when now, like seeing a cruise you pure meet people heavy easy because it's like it's no like pure people are going to come and go for the hotel and that. It's like, nah, this is us. It's like crew.
Existential, man.
Mate, it's like you're looking about and you're like, so this is what we'll go for the next week. Eyeing people up and that. But I think I told you, I remember I went there and I was like, I can't remember what age I was like 16, something like that. And I got my legs waxed before it, mate. The most painful. I don't know why I done it, mate. I was just thinking like, going holiday, want to look pure fresh and pure clean and that. and I got my legs waxed, and like I met them. There was like a group of people, and they were like a wee bit older than me. They could get booze and that, and I was like, they're so cool. I'd be like sitting at the pool with my mom. Yeah, I'll just walk by and I'll just like say like, oh, where you, like who yous or something like that. And I was like, and then I ended up just they shouted me there or something. I was pure,
you boy,
come here. And I ended up sitting with them, and as soon as I sat down, my lassie fell under was like that. You get your legs waxed? I was like,
Bro.
No, aye, but listen, right, see in like Glasgow and that, everybody's got that.
And we're all nuts and that and all.
But mate, see when I was younger and I was on it, and my sister would have been about the age that I was in that time, mate, she stayed out till like, I don't know, like I think my dad had said to her, get back to her room for fucking, I don't know what time, right? But I don't know why, because where the fuck's she going to go anyways on a cruise? You better be in for fucking 1 o'clock, tell you. And she was out at like the casino stayed open like all night or something, right? And she'd like snuck in the casino and she was with her pals and that. Mate, I'm 99% sure my dad had like a t-shirt and boxers on, mate, and walked through the full cruise in his bockies right up to them, was like, you better get back that route. I fucking told you, I fucking early. Get back to it. And mate, how embarrassing would that be?
That would be the most embarrassing thing ever, mate. I couldn't imagine
and your
that.
daddy's bockies stood up in front of all your pals that you've known for like 2 days. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh my god, this caveman.
Tired, but
come on. Fucking tell you, we're up at, we're got an excursion at 9 in the morning, you're fucking about.
Mate, I had an excursion on the cruise.
You just go after a wee fucking diggy.
Yeah, mate. When Franny huckled me, it was like I was like sitting. I wasn't pure late or anything, but I was like sitting on this like they mad white chairs, they mad outdoor chairs that are pure flimsies in. Snapped so many of them, mate. I've actually snapped like a weird amount of them. Like a good like 4 or 5. I can remember like falling off them and snapping them, but that was one of the times. And my dad said, I heavy don't remember it, but my dad said that when I was on the ground, I was like, party's over, trips. I was like, that's me done or something. Like, that's the game over. I had a mad catchphrase, mate. Pure steaming on the ground.
That's the game over.
I'm like, it's game over, fellas.
Oh, man.
And I get dragged back up the room. And sorry, innit? It's a good time.
That's a good party time, mate. And mate, see as well that cruise, how gay is it? Mate? I won the bowls, like the kids' bowls, right? I remember, they'd pure bargained me into going to this kids club thing, and I was like, I fucking go there, I get down, they were playing bowls, and I was like, it's fucking class down here. And I remember I was like, I think I'd like put into, I was playing adults and that, and this is why I was so buzzing about it. I was like, I remember like playing these bowls, doing this like low level thing, and being like, and I ended up beating this full grown guy, and I remember genuinely thinking pure, I might be a fucking mad prodigy. Like genuinely thinking, like, I might be a mad bowls wonder kid, man. I didn't know about it. So I win this trophy, mate, and like the pools on them are always like right at the top, near enough, like one of the top floors. And I remember I won this wee trophy, mate, but like my mom that wasn't there, and I was like, oh, fuck shame. I wait till they see it, man. Wait till they see I won the bowls. Like this was pure massive for me. I remember running up here, they're not gonna fucking believe it, mate. And I got up to like the last set of stairs before it went to the pool bit, mate, and I fell and scudded the trophy. This trophy broke. Fucking pure ripped my toenail and that, and I was pure greeting. I was like a wee guy, and I remember getting up to my dad, my sister. I was pure, I want the ball. They just started to howl at me, actual howling. I was like, I thought they were going to be like that. That's amazing. So get me a little bit. You alright? That they were pure.
Probably steaming in that.
Aye, pure. We can't
turning up your hair all over the place.
Aye, man. Fun times, mate.
Mate, that's a spooky tale.
Aye, mate.
Speaking of the spookiness, bro,
We've got some spookiness, mate. We've got people. We asked you to send in Halloween stuff. Ooh.
we did.
I was wanting to talk just before we go into theirs, because I think there's a few that are kind of related to this. How hard did you ball out for Halloween when you were younger?
When I was a young man?
Aye.
When I was a young man, I enjoyed Halloween a lot, mate.
What like kind of things did you dress up as when you were a wee guy? Can you remember any?
I'll give you some flash. I'll give you some like... So like when I was really young, the number one costume for me was a gangster for some reason. I used to pure love dressing as a gangster. I think I'd done it like 3 times when I was younger. like pure pinstripes, like big fake, like,
They got in that.
so you getting like a fake cigar, and that was always like, yes, man, this is like the best thing ever. And I would go away to some mad chapel that would have like a mad hall, mate, in this party dressed as a gangster. Loved that. But then when I was a wee bit older, I think I was like 14, I dressed as Keith Lemon.
That's a great costume, mate.
Keith Lemon's alright in it, and
That's
I'm
a great costume.
That was like a last minute deal. Like a lot of my costumes, see, when like I was thinking about this tonight, I was thinking like most of my costumes were all like a day before. Like, right, what can I do? What can I muster up? Know what I mean?
Aye.
Like there was one where I didn't have a costume, but then I found that the place I was going to like Buff Club or something in the town, and they needed to wear a costume for that. So I just painted my face like a skeleton.
Aye, that's a fucking standard, and it's scream mask and that.
Scream mask when you're younger was.
Mate, what about that? Because people like, I remember primary school, when you dressing up as that, then somebody would be like, scream. Like, there'd be like 10 screams, but one of them would have the blood pumping.
Mate,
through the mask, you'd be like, oh, that's fucking mental.
Brilliant, that,
mate, you might win it, by the way.
and they would have like the full rig out with the black.
The gown and that.
Mates, I would like. I'm gonna get one of them, one of the scream masks with the blood pumping, just because I want it.
I just get having the mate. We should get one for the studio.
That's a shout.
That's
mate.
class, and it will
Have
get
it
one.
hanging up, mate. That's a bit of art. That.
Aye, that is a real bit of art.
Whoever came up with that must be sitting on a beach.
Oh, mate, a cigar, mate, pinstripe suit, Volvic lids and all that random.
Oh, these wee fannies are eating this up, mate.
Aye, mate.
But no, I love that. It's an iconic one.
I've got a terrible record of fucking Halloween costumes, mate.
Aye, you've got some.
Osama bin Laden.
Aye, I don't know what went on there. Was that just what age were you when you done that again?
Mate, young, bro. Like
10 or 11 or
aye,
something.
12 or something, mate. Like I was like Osama bin Laden.
And that was your
And I had the
choice.
full like white rig. It wasn't just like a mask, mate. It was like I think it was like a blanket or something. I don't even think it was an actual robe. It was like something in place of like a white robe, and I was going around chapping doors and all that.
Aye.
That's mate. And then mate, Russell Brand, I was, I know.
Were you?
Aye.
I didn't know about that one.
Russell Brand, aye, who's fucked it as well.
Aye,
I've got a terrible record, mate.
Mate, I don't think they're that bad for the times, know what I mean? Because I mean, Osama at the time, this was obviously way before the.
He was at the top of his game.
He was
mate.
at the top of his
He's
game.
scoring goals, creating chances,
Sitting in a cave in Baghdad.
Wi-Fi.
Aye, what was in Osama's cave again? There was mad stuff. There was Pokemon that.
Aye, you get found, mate. Osama balled out. We done a deep fried in Osama.
But there was watch out. What's up, Bear? Get on, I don't know if we can do that.
Aye, it's up there. Let's move to there.
We need to do all that kind of
Aye,
stuff.
aye.
We usually play tricks with the audience. But no, at the time, I mean, Osama was obviously enemy number one for most of the Western world. And you're just like, oh, it's a daft hat. Like, do you know what I mean? You're making light of this mad.
Aye, I was. It was basically like Yugi and the Russian and Ukrainian the lift. I was just trying to bring world peace. I was crazy. Like,
It's not
that scary, is it?
It's not a bit of a laugh, innit?
It's just a big joke. Mate.
But also, who's the scariest man in the world at that time? Osama. And you're gone for spookiness? I mean, I think you captured it. And then Russell Brand couldn't do a hang rang back like 2008.
Oh,
know what I mean?
When I was Russell,
They loved them.
forget Russell now. I'm talking Russell back in the day, the sexy bad boy.
Brother.
Yeah, I know. I have a bit of sex in it.
But I don't think they're the worst for the times. You're a man that's always been tapped into the culture.
Aye, I've got my finger in the pulse. Aye,
You've got your finger in the pulse and you executed it on the 31st.
It's always been easier for females, I think, and it's always been. But maybe not when you're younger, right? Because Gangster and Scream, just
Knock out the
easy, 10 out of 10 every day of the week. Lassies, my mom, what are you, Tinkerbell? I kind of see it. And that. But then when you get to our age, you get older, it becomes so easy for the lassies, I think. Slutty outfit.
Aye, that's all they
The
need to do.
single gal, mate. Halloween for a single gal is like the transfer market.
Oh, aye.
It's like putting themselves, I'm transfer listing myself. This is what I've got.
Touch certain that.
Tits out, arse kind out,
What
legs out.
What-
Just.
What you think?
But then, mate, I was thinking, but how funny is it? Like, imagine like me and you dressed pure sexy and went out for Halloween.
Aye.
You just automatically look insane, mate.
think I'd-
I'm a sexy fireman. You're like, well, you're a fucking freak. What are you talking about?
I thought you were meaning like sexy, like just like know how people do like add-on ones that could maybe be construed as like you just wanted to look alright.
What?
John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
You're trying to get nips in it.
my pal was Uma Thurman, but it wasn't planned. It was like we turned up
Fate.
and it was like we were both Pulp Fiction people. But that was one that like, I mean, slick back hair and a suit.
Aye, that's a good costume.
But it's like, come on,
I'm
mate.
talking about like
dress up as something. Don't just try and look all right. Like,
Don't try and look amazing, mate.
Aye.
Like be something.
That's the only one of them that I've had today. But I don't know what could a young single man like? Let's
There's
think.
nothing, bro.
There's a young single man, the new mate, that's thinking, what can I wear for Halloween?
Aye.
They look to pull a bird, know what I mean? What can they do? What's a sexy guy that they could dress up as? Like Batman? That's probably the sexy costume that a guy would go for in it, or is that old school?
I don't know. Batman could work.
No,
No, Batman, mate. Batman's fucking eternal, mate.
Aye, you know,
Batman, I'd fucking.
that's what I mean. But like, if you were wanting to look like a sexy man, what would you dress up as? It would maybe some sort of superhero.
Gangster's good.
Gangster the new?
Gangster stuff. It's so funny.
I'm a gangster.
Will you bet me? Gangster.
No, like fucking, like, not an actual Al Capone or something. Like,
just
like,
like-
no specific guy, like Lucky Luciano or something. Just like, gangster, mate. I'm a gangster. Alright.
Dressing up as a gangster in the late 20s is hilarious, mate. Pinstripe suit, big fit, but the Tommy gun that, aye, mate, crank it out, mate. Fucking stug it out, mate. Gangster up your wheat, oh, the lens up to your fucking elbow and that. Guys, unfortunately, YouTube absolutely hates us. We don't get monetization on any of our videos. That means we don't get any ad money from anything we upload on YouTube.
Please give us money.
So we rely on people to go and subscribe to our Patreon.
People say money doesn't buy happiness. They're fucking liars. They're liars and fucking bastards.
At our Patreon, you subscribe, you pay a monthly fee. There's a range of different tiers.
Money's everything, mate. Money's like all. Money's all we need.
Where you get more episodes, early episodes.
Klarna debt, credit card debt, Foxy Bingo debt. I bought a speedboat. Can't afford that thing.
Once you subscribe to the Patreon, you'll start getting bonus episodes. So you'll get things like different perks. You'll get early episodes. You'll get access to the Discord.
Please, £4 a pop when I'm buying butter.
And it allows you to support us to get all our own equipment. That's the reason that we're standing here today with all our own stuff. It's because of people supporting the Patreon.
Lurpak is out the question. I'm on Norpak at the best of times.
So if you feel like giving a bit more and you'll get maybe bonus episodes, early episodes, vlogs, things that you don't see on the YouTube.
I think podcasts just growing trees. All these cameras and that, it's expensive. Everything is expensive. This is expensive.
Then go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff.
All right. The new one of that's probably a Peaky Blunter.
Aye. There's guys on TikTok that do mad thirst traps about pure dressing up as like Peaky Blinders guys and just like Gotti Morrison's and that, and people are pure. And it's meant to look like, oh my god, look at him, but they're probably like, what the fuck?
Why is he 3-piece suiting it for Morrison's? And that? Aye, like you can't. That's not an acceptable thing anymore. I don't like that. See, I don't know if this is a hot take or whatever, but see how people are like, oh, it was better when we were all dressed smart with hats on, not.
Aye.
Back in the 70s, we wore a nice suit and all that. That's like, nah, mate.
We watched a video of the Victoria. We actually filmed an episode and it totally fucking disappeared, by the way. So on that episode, we watched a video of women in 1970 that were like 90 and they lived during the Victorian times, right? And the way they talk in that is a bit like, oh, I don't know, mate.
The way you like it?
I don't know, mate. It might be, I'm starting taking Tonka Ali and that. It might be that fucking with my head.
Could be.
But I think when I see them and they're talking about, oh, my father said to me, stop mooning around.
Aye.
Stop mooning around and being a bloody grizzle guts.
Is there something you like about that?
There's something I go, they know how to just, like, listen to the state of us, mate.
I know.
We're like, and it fucking done that, mate. Like, they pure eloquently, like, and they always use the perfect descriptive words for things. So see something we describe as, like, good, they'd be like, it was vast. And, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they use pure better. It feels like back in the day there was, like, they appreciated language more than we do now.
Aye, probably. But I also think, like, that, maybe, no with that one, But I was going to say, like, the only people that were recorded, because it was heavy and nothing. Like, the only reason we are able to even be on the airwaves is because we done it all, like, know what I mean? Like, you can actually just record something and put it out now. But back in the day, it was like, there was 2 radio things, and it was like...
Channel 1 and Channel 2.
And Channel 2 always coming out with brilliant stuff to do. But
innovative stuff.
But the only people that were allowed to is the people who spoke like that. Do you know what I mean? Like pure like Queen's English and all that. But then I don't know, like what, like, mate, think about the, like, see us, if we were born 150 years ago, we wouldn't even know how to talk, mate. We'd be like mad gremlins, like cunts were feral and that.
Aye, mate, that woman in that thing was saying, they're like, what did you spend most of your day doing? And she was like, probably scrubbing the muck off my undergarments. And it was like that. But she literally said, no, just like, now we stone a bit of shite, you go home, go, oh, fucking like wipe it half a bit and be like, oh, just, mate, they were like, London and that was that muddy. They were like scrubbing their shit for 6 hours. And they were like, you get girls today wondering about mooning around, thinking about what they're wearing and the makeup, all this stuff. We spent all our time scrubbing muck. And you're like, fuck that.
So think about think about the people that were like mad. Think about poverty back then, mate. They would have been like actual animals, bro.
Fucking poverty.
They would have been full scale, running around, not talking to anyone properly.
I think a few people asked us to dress up as him, mate.
What is the challenger?
I can't believe, did you see what came out? Liam Pale was for a pink.
Oh, so he was, aye. He's got into the pink, mate.
Aye.
The pink's the pink's mainstream now. Mate, we were covering the pink 2 years ago.
Mate, we were on the pink before when it was fucking purple, mate.
I'm sure when it was still ripe. I'm sure we covered the pink nearly 3 years ago now. Like that must have been like,
you were the mad tester, mate, for the UK for pink, mate. No, like, get it, mate. Jambo dust that.
Jambo dust that. Talk about it on it.
Get it out there, mate. Rather than marketing,
mate. But it went away for ages. Now it's back with a vengeance, mate. Mad Liam Pale and that. And it was nice that obviously the challenger got invited to George Square to talk about it. And
he created that full event. So obviously he's seen Liam Pale is had a terrible accident, and he's organised this thing at George Square to be like, look, I want to like have a memorial for this man. It's a shame, mental health. It is remarkable what he done.
It is, mate. And was that the same video we were saying he wanted us to do something, or was that something else?
He kind of wants us to, I think he wants us to do something for mental health. What could we do?
This, mate.
Is this good enough?
That'll do them. Know what I mean?
What else we could do?
Kill an hour. That's good for mental health, mate.
Aye.
There's nothing, see when I'm feeling scunnered in that, there's nothing better than just putting on a lot of rubbish, mate.
Mate.
Drown everything out. Like, that's what's fun, mate. Drowning out bad thoughts.
It is. I think it does that, mate.
Just needs to be something loud enough.
Mate, mental health is pure fell off, mate.
Aye, mental health. They had a good run.
They had a great run, mate. I thought it was like a Hulk Hogan run, mate. It just like was like men's mental health. Your dog, think about your dog and all sitting in the house all day and all. It's all mental health, mate. Series was not, mate. Mental health. And then at one point comes like, we'll just chill. We'll just kind of cut about and that'll be fine, I think.
It's maybe because, like, I don't know, is there anything, like, what can you do for it if you're not a licensed therapist and that? Know what I mean? Like, there's only so much you can talk about, if you get me.
Aye.
There's only so many TikToks that you can make about something before it's like, right, I'm not really helping this much. All I've done is tell people that they need to. The awareness. Do you know how, like, you either do stuff and it's for like donations, or you do it for like raising awareness and all that? Loads of awareness. But there wasn't a lot of like actual systemic change.
It was like, we need to start talking about it, and then comes like, right, we spoke about it, what do we do now? And it's like, just keep talking, man. Just keep flinging. See that talking, man? Just keep the wasn't there like medical professionals being like, so, because when I was like 15, this is mad, right? But see, when I was 15 or something, I had to go to an adolescent psychologist, right?
Nice.
And I went to them, and they were literally just like, that's a professional being like, how can we help you? You're going through these really bad feelings. Like, and they literally were like, so what do you do every day? And I was like, just kind of chill out and fucking. They're like, do you have a job? And I was like, I work in Top Man. They're like, how many hours a week do you do? And I was like, it used to be like 20, but now I do like 4 a week. And they were like, so what you doing like the rest of the time? And I was like, fucking just chilling. They were like, you should go and do things. And I was like, I'll get a try. I came back. I was like, I'm fucking fine, man. Honestly, I am fucking.
Went bowling. That was good wee day. But now I'm back to doing nothing. Everything's shite again.
Back to hell.
And then it's like, right, there's tablets for you then. That'll do you, pal.
Pill them up. So I think we need to get on to the viewers' stories and Grizzly Tales.
I was wanting to ask you. If you had any memorable Halloweens off the bat for now.
Memorable Halloweens. I just remember what I went as. I remember I'm pretty sure I was getting ready one year like for Halloween with my cousin Ewan, watches the pod. Shout out to Ewan. And he was he's like a few years younger than me. We were young, but right, like young. And when I was a youngster, I don't know about you two gentlemen, like a youngster, I was a Y-front guy.
Ooh.
A wee pair of pants.
Ooh.
I was a wee panty man.
I like that.
I was a panty man, mate.
You should get back on that, mate.
Like,
That's
I might bring the Y-fronts back out. But also he was on the panties.
right.
And he fucking... I was getting ready and he fucking stole my panties, mate. He fucking stole my panties, wouldn't give me them back.
No way.
Like a pervert,
Like
mate.
a child.
Aye.
Like
Like an absolute child.
very
And
childish.
He stole my panties, mate. And do you know what I done, mate? I bit him in the head.
Did you? Mate, I'd say that's a fair punishment for that.
I was like, you need to give me them back. And he was like, nah. And I was like, mate, you need to give me them back. But like,
Or what?
And like 7-year-old talk or something. I was like, you need to give me them back.
Or what you gonna do?
And I took a bite of his head. And I tell you what, mate, I fucking got my pants back. I tell you that.
Mate, that'll do it, mate.
Got my pants back.
That'll absolutely do it.
The merch is back. It was gone. And now it's back. We've made it the better, sexy, hot, voluptuous t-shirts for hot singles and couples. Cheaper. Well, inflation and that is more money, but you can wear it. You could shower, dry yourself after a shower with it. You could roll up into a wee ball and kick about with all your mates. There was no slaves or anything involved making any of the clothes. Just joking. Go to reillysgaff.com/shop and you can buy it.
Right, we'll get costumes and all, mate. I was kind of wanting to show some of the viewers' costumes. We've got a lovely pack of cheesy pasta there.
Cheesy pasta is a legendary one.
Cheesy pasta.
How do you need to make that yourself?
That's a constructed cheesy pasta, mate. They've got some ankle warmers on as well. Cheesy pasta is obviously fancy. It's a very fancy pasta. So, that's a lot of effort. I've never really put that much effort in it.
What are we rating that out of 10?
A packet of cheesy pasta.
That is class, innit?
I mean, I'm getting that. That's an 8 out of 10.
8, I'd say. Aye.
Costume wise,
Aye.
I would like to hear like the story behind it. Do they love cheesy pasta or something? Like there was one I seen one the other day, and it was a guy who watched the podcast and all. He made a costume for his wedding. It was a frying pan. The wedding just wanted to go as a frying pan. So like
he built it. Nah, I seen his TikToks. Aye.
That's a good
fucking
frying pan, mate. With spatula and all that.
It is funny what you want to dress up as when you're younger, but like frying pan.
Like where's that coming from?
Frying pan, but a gangster one. I
seen one the other day. I forget who it was. Somebody sent us it. I think and it was somebody dressed up as a curry and then his pal was a naan.
That's
a decent one.
Synonymous with each other,
just
bro.
Chilling, mate.
Curry and a naan.
You in the bro. We've got another one here. And it's
Who was that from, by the way?
Oh, sorry, that was from Caden Opry. Caden Opry,
thank you, mate.
Cool name. I've got another one here, and it's Nemo, and it's the Mad Fish Lassie.
Oh, that's a good one, mate.
It's a nailer, innit? Like, how's that even possible, mate? I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
I love people who do ones that are like pure specific. Like, see people that dress up as the guy that was like, a succulent Chinese mate. Like people that dress up as like memes of people and that. I'm always like, yes, man.
A boy I know dressed up as the bye driver.
I seen a video of somebody dressed up as him. That is class,
I
mate.
thought that was a good one. And then this.
What are we getting that?
Oh, I'm getting that a 10, mate. That the tap, the hair, like that looks like that. Like that's indistinguishably that. Do you know what I mean? Big,
Fraser Reid, yeah, I think that's a 10. The bag in that.
that needs to be a 10.
That's
mate.
a 10.
Big,
Fraser.
huge Nemo. That's a scary Nemo, mate. Imagine a Nemo that size, 4 foot Nemo. That's a scary fish.
Do you know what I love as well about Halloween? Like people that put that much effort into it. It's one night, mate. Know what I mean? It's definitely, you're going holiday, you're like, better buy clothes for my holiday, not wait. But like, need to put a bit of effort on, fucking got no top, not no shoes and that. But cunts are like, no, see for this one day, I'm the man.
Aye, mate. See, like when you see celebrities, they like. Have you ever seen Kanye West's Halloween outfits, mate? Him and the full fam, him and all the Kardashians and that, Kim K and that, all dressed up as mad, pure, ultra realistic spiders. Like they had big mad eyes and big legs coming off their back and that, and it was like a pure scary like family of spiders, mate. And I was thinking like that must have took like 5 hours.
Aye, that's celebrities are freaks, mate. Look at Diddy, mate. Like he's rude. Nobody's gonna go as the Joker anywhere. He fucked the Joker for everybody.
Did he go as Joker?
Have you never seen him dressed as the Joker?
I think so.
Mate, he's like running about LA like with a like insanely good Joker costume on, like insanely good, and he's just been a mad demon, mate. He's picking up people howling in their faces, and you're like, this is just you, mate. Know what I mean? You're just like, I can just be the Joker and act like that.
That's what Halloween's all about, mate. Letting your monsters come out in it. Did they just let a bit of the freak come out, mate?
A bit of freak.
For one day. And then we've got also a realistic sausage roll from Greg Campbell.
Greg Campbell, sausage roll is nice. How do you even do that? Is that just like a...
That's
do you print a picture of that out and then just like, how do you get a sausage roll costume?
That's a bought outfit, mate. That's a manufacturing job, that. And for that very reason, I'm getting a 7.
7, aye. Just for like, because if I'm thinking the other ones, the effort, the Nemo one was outstanding. The cheesy pasta, you know, like him and his mom been sitting up all night. Mum, you need to help me, right? The fucking sea keeps falling off. The cheese job won't come on. What you doing?
Imagine painting just one thing wrong on the cheesy pasta.
Oh, Chesy pasta, mate.
Oh, you'd be human.
You can't go out with the Chesy pasta.
You'd be a pariah. You're a social pariah.
Boo, cunt, boo. You're like, boo.
Do you know what that is?
Fucking idiot.
What the fuck's Chesy pasta? So we'll move on to the questions now, mate. So we've got one here for Lewis Craghill that said, I don't know if this is a question, was working one Halloween and I used to get a lift home after this boy, but but he was off, and that's it. That's a good story, Lewis Craghill, thank you. Used to get a lift, was working one Halloween and I used to get a lift home after this boy, but he was off.
Is there no part 2 to that? No,
I can't see a part 2 here, so that was good.
It's quite scary.
Spooky as
One
hell,
day's
isn't
there,
it?
one day's off, mate.
Need to get a bus and that.
You'll never go believe this, man. That guy will pick me up. Wasn't the end of the day.
That's a good tune for Barry Swan. Can you talk about tanning windows with eggs? Mate, that's a classic Halloween adventure.
It's a joy that you can't put a price on.
Oh, you cannot, mate. I only done that. I done that once. You ever done that?
Aye.
Mate, my pal's done that like up until like last year. Like, I know
that's aggressive, mate.
groups of boys, mate, like 20, like mid-20s, out egging. Like the actual, like, you bounce out egging. I'm sure they've done it when it wasn't even Halloween.
I always think to myself, right, especially on spooky nights like Halloween, bonfire night and that, just mischievous nights, a bit of thrill in there. I always think, let's see if I'm driving, man, I just hear, whoop. I'm like, am I just pulling out and just just chasing a group of wee guys?
You can't, mate.
You just need to take the L, I think.
My motor actually did get egged, but it was stationary, right? And
that's more personal.
Aye, like, but that's what I mean. My pals were doing it, and they would be like, somebody's getting egged and that, and they probably just drove by and flung an egg at my motor. But I remember for too long, see how like I hit like the door, like my driver door, and bits had seeped into the mad bit that's like no inside the motor but no outside the motor. See the mad like I don't know. Bit of the motor now, the bit that you never clean or that.
Aye.
Because it's like
the sill or something.
Aye, the mad sill. There was egg, like mad old egg in that for too long, bro. Just like a mad stain, like a mad snail trail.
You'd have scrambled egg.
I could have done by the way.
Scooped it, fuck it. I was fucking starving today, boy. Scooped the mad egg, it's been there for a year.
Cheers for that, boys. Mad century egg.
I'm a real winner, fuck's sake. Just made myself some scramblies, mate.
Got a munch, bro. But aye, tanning windows with eggs. I don't think a windy's ever been tanned for an egg.
That would be.
Like it's just
That would be your windy getting panned in up an egg.
an ostrich egg or something. Like a pure major egg. Mate, that might be the move, getting mad major eggs involved.
3 people just love it. You only get 1 shot with an ostrich egg, but you'll not get 10 ostrich
You need
eggs.
to get a mad shot putter in. You need to shot put it, not I mean, like do the spin.
Or get a mad like a bad
Aye, Bart Simpson,
would you call that like a bad
slingshot
a
cannon.
slingshot? I just got a slingshot, aim it at somebody's house, an ostrich egg.
That might be the move, bro.
Imagine like the that an ostrich egg.
Imagine the clean-up job. I wonder if you could munch one of they bastards. Big huge wok.
The Chinese, oh fuck. That's a boring meal in China, mate.
Been that for centuries.
What an ostrich egg.
Have you ever
I try something actual Chinese?
Come on, mate. Go a bit out of the box a bit.
You come all the way to China and what, you're going to sit and eat an ostrich egg, fuck's
You
sake.
get an ostrich egg anywhere in the world, fuck's sake. I've munched ostrich before, but you had ostrich?
Have you, aye?
Aye, ostrich
Never had
burgers,
ostrich.
mate.
Aye. Is that at the mad Christmas markets in the town?
No, it was in Australia.
They sell kangaroo burger and that there, your alligator burger, and you're like, what, at fucking St Enoch Centre?
Aye, no, I
no
don't-
taking an alligator burger at St Enoch Centre?
That's some horse's arse in it.
Aye, it's just all horse, mate.
Mate, horse meat galore. That's spooky. Tesco were doing that for a bit, mate. That's spooky. They were saying shit was beef and it was horse. Do you know about that?
Fucking horseplay.
Aye, mate. Following horseplay
Literal
with Tesco,
horseplay,
mate. But we'll move on to the next one. Right, so I've got one here for the Europe bros, mate. He said, cunts claiming people are putting eckies in trick-or-treater bags.
If only, brother.
I know, mate. Come on.
I'm a fucking career player. Aye, fucking trick or treat, mate. Trick or treat, would you do? Am I joking that? Fuck no.
He's that. Mate, I would, I've always thought about that, like, because that's been a thing for a while, innit? People saying, like, they'll put eckies in that, and, like, I always think, I don't know one person that has eckies that wants to give them away for nothing.
That takes us. But I always think that about, see how you go, like, people posting like a community Facebook page, or be careful, dog just chewed into a treat down at the park and it had fucking screws in it. And you're
Aye.
like, who is making these,
That's
mate? What headbanger is sitting in the house? I make screw treat for dog. Like,
Razor
that
blades,
takes
not-
a special. So it's the same level.
Do you think that are people doing that? 'Cause
What,
I've
the
always thought,
screws?
like razor blades and dog treats and all that. Like, I just don't think that's even like crossed one person's mind. Surely no.
Those people have evidence, mate.
But they've
They're
planted
eating their
that.
pants.
They've planted that.
They're
or something.
putting blades in the streets.
We don't know
It's
why.
unbelievable. It's Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden's America. I don't think that has ever happened. And if it is, I would like to get involved with that trick or treating community.
I might start it. I don't know. Like, do you think you're gonna be? Do you think you're gonna be? See, when you get a family home, right? Do you think you're going to be a house that's like, I'm going to need to get the wains of trick or treat stuff?
I think so.
Do you think, because you...
I think turning the lights off and kidding on your known house, that's pure Grinch behaviour, man.
I swear, it's military, bro. It's like,
Aye.
right, are you going to be in the house tonight? And I'm like, aye, how? And it's like, just fucking watch. I've seen a few of them walking about.
Already, it's 4 o'clock.
There's a few wee ones outside the tap walking about fucking...
See, when my ma finally like conceded, I think when I got old enough or whatever, my ma conceded to being like, right, we'll no bother with it.
Aye,
my
I think
dad's like, come on, man.
Imagine like being a dad and like fucking sell it games on or something. You're like that, and it's like ding dong. It's a wee fucking idiot, wee fat.
I dressed
Hello, chicken crosser. You're like, fuck me, man. Just take your sweeties, man.
Aye, take the sweeties and go, mate. What can we as responsible adults put in children's bags to elevate their life a bit? Like,
think I'd go full like Joe. I'd put supplements in that.
Aye, that's what I was thinking. Like, why do we
fish
do
oil.
fish oil, vitamin B12? Like,
Look, trust me, you thank me. See when you're older, you thank me.
aye, mate, I might start spiking like Mars bars with like vitamin B and that, and getting out to the Waynes. You know what I mean? Just try to heal the youth. Ashwagandha done that. Straight up
I'm on
mushies, mate.
I'm on everything, mate.
Aye,
I'm on everything. I've been shitting like an
what's
old
the
dog.
regimen?
Ashwagandha,
Nice.
lion's mane, turmeric, Tonka Ali, creatine,
Oh,
every day, bro.
you getting swole, brother?
Every day, mate. I'm getting yoked, mate.
Mate,
I'm going to become a yoked specky guy, which is the most terrifying.
Aye.
I have mad yoked specky guy.
Like mad, is that mad Sam Hullick or something? Is he no like specky, mate? Like
Sammy Sulik.
aye, that.
Aye, he is a wild boy, mate.
If he's no specky, for some reason I just think he's specky.
He's half mad specky. I think he probably like, when he's in the house and that, watching
Aye.
it, like reading a book or something. I think he's got
Blue
glasses.
light glasses at the least. Like I can see that guy with a pair of Gex on,
Aye.
and he's huge, mate.
He's a big boy.
That's a scary big geek. But I'd say I would even stretch to putting like albino teachers in some Wayne Streets and that. Just getting them just a wee half gram of magic mushies in the Wayne Streets. Just get them hinking. Know what I mean?
Open my mind up, mate.
Mate, I'm trying to help you here. That could be a programme we start. Wayne's on mushies, mate.
Wayne's on mush. I can see it now.
That can be a very lucrative
Because like
charity.
they do like fucking they done a documentary ages ago on Channel 4 that was like following the life of kids, but there was like it wasn't like an adult sitting down talking to them. It was like they sort of like mic'd up areas in a schoolroom and it was like showing how they interact, and then they would fight with her and then she'd go over there and then it'd show you wee guys that kind of didn't know how to make pals, and it was showing you their wee journeys and that. So bit of mush it,
Aye, mate, get the,
imagine them all just sitting.
all the
What would
eckies, mate.
that-
Will we
what would-
just start getting Wayne's eckies?
What the fuck would happen to a Wayne that took mushies? Like a 7-year-old taking mushies.
In a 5 grammer. Then the hero's dose, mate. That Wayne would ascend, bro.
See, speaking of spooky nonsense, before we move on to Patreon here, guys, James Kelly done one of the gruelest, grimmest, grisly acts known to man. We had taken a very, very high dose of mushrooms. Like, we were on the line, bro.
Aye.
Like, we had went air it and had to swim back and that. We were gone. And we are in the caravan after Pavilion Festival. We're sitting, we're chilling. And we're looking for something to watch. And Jamie's like, here, I know what we'll watch. I know the Terrifier.
Terrifier
and
2.
it's just this clown walking about, shotting people up and playing with their insides. And I was like, and after about 5 minutes, we were like, aye, what the fuck were we doing there?
Aye,
Like,
like,
this is a terrible, like, eating a Papa John's nap, yeah.
Do you know the thing is, I'd never even watched the type of films either.
That was a wild
There was
decision.
just something about that day that I just thought, no, it'd be good watching a clown dismember people and like whitey in their gullets. Like the most horrible shit
There's
ever.
a boy in my butt that loves it, mate. Like pure got to see. And I was thinking, obviously, I went to see Interstellar in the IMAX, and I was like, imagine seeing the Terrifier in the IMAX.
Oh, bro.
That would be, you would actually be shiting yourself.
Mate, I went to see Insidious in 3D and all that. Like I think I've been to see quite a few Women in Black and that. Like I've been to quite a few like cinema experience to watch scary shit, and every single time I don't watch. Like I'll admit this. If I'm watching something proper spooky, it is spooky season. If I'm watching something real spooky, I'm not afraid to just hit the old.
Shut up.
Just like kind of, I'm like, do you know how that way you feel protected? Like you're watching something scary, but you know, I can just do that any time. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's no like going for like watching for it to being like that, because that's like
Aye, it's
just
just
being
so
like
that-
in the early there.
Oh, I
like,
just miss half of that shit. Mate, we need to switch over to Patreon, guys.
Yep.
We're going to continue the Halloween chat. We're going to pull more of your stuff up. So you can sign up. It's completely free for a week. So you can try it.
Yep.
£3 tier. Patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff. And I've got something wild to tell you.
Exciting.
It is wild.
Is it
And
spooky?
Aye, kinda. It's about people that are fans of this show.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The Gaffamaniacs.
There's a couple Gaffer maniacs that have took a right turn when they should have went left. So I'll say that, brother. So we better head over. Remember, guys, free trial, patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff. The show must go on.
Oh.
Simply must.
We storm forward, mate.
We'll see you later, guys.